Hi everyone. I want to show a quick demo of our new trade reconciliation agent for banking that can scan across large volume of transactions and apply business rules to identify trade breaks and also recommend resolution for broken trades. So this solution uses two Copilot Studio agents. The first one is called ClearTrail, which is an autonomous agent that runs on a nightly schedule to pull transactions from various code systems and applies business validations that you have defined in order to identify breaks, trade breaks, and also recommend suggestions. Once the analysis is completed, the agent sends an email with the summary to the analyst team. We also have another agent in the same solution called Trail Assist, and this agent allows analysts to ask questions about the analysis and broken transaction within Teams or M365 Copilot to provide more specific guidance for each transaction that has been identified as broken. So let's start with a quick demo of Clear Trail Agent, which is the autonomous agent. Here you can see the agent is powered by GPT-4o model. We have defined instructions, which outlines all the guardrails that the agent will use in order to perform the trade analysis. So in this case, it has access to different tables within the data words, and it also has access to business validations that our analyst team has defined. So here is a Word document that has been uploaded as knowledge, which includes all the business validation it needs to apply for each trade. It also has access to different tools. So you can see these are all the core systems that this agent has access to, and it will use these tools to pull the data on a nightly basis. As I mentioned earlier, it runs on a nightly schedule. So we are using this as a trigger when the process starts. So let's go ahead and look how this agent works. So I am going to use the trigger here to start the process. So in this case, I'm starting the trigger. And here you can see all the steps the agent would perform in order to analyze the incoming trade data. So here it first uses the knowledge so that it can pull all the business validations. Then it's making connection to different source systems that we have connected it to. It then pulls the data from each source system and then applies business validation on each transaction. So you can see the query being written for each of these steps, and then it compares the transaction data from various systems using the business rules to identify any trade breaks. So this can take few seconds depending on the size of the file. Once it's completed the analysis, it then sends a detailed email to the analyst team with the summary of the analysis. So here you can see it has sent this email with a nicely formatted table. Looks like it has identified 9 trade breaks. And here you can see the reason for break, remediation step, and then some other details around each transaction. If the analyst team wants to see a more comprehensive report for the analysis, they can click on this link, which will then open a dashboard that will allow analysts to review more details and also take action in order to remediate the trade break. So here you can see the reason is highlighted, the remediation step is shown here, and then you can use these filters if you want to filter it based on different break reason. You can do that using these filters here. You also have ability to export it as an Excel. You can also view it differently. If you want to create like a card view, you can do that by clicking on this card tab. So this is a more comprehensive report. You can see if I click on the card, it allows me to take different actions on each transaction in order to remediate. So this is the first autonomous agent that is performing the analysis. Now, once the analysis is completed, we also have the second agent, which is deployed within Teams. So you can see I'm now in my Teams, and I have a agent called Trail Assist, which can also help me get more granular details about each transaction. So, for example, if I ask a question like, tell me the details about trade 10001. And here you can see the details for this transaction. It creates a comprehensive summary. I can also say something like, can you also tell me about trade 10002 and 3? And it's able to understand the question, and it uses semantic reasoning to make sense of user's question, and it's able to pull data from various systems to show a detailed summary for each transaction. So here you can see it pulled transaction details for both these trades, and it's created a single response for um, both these transactions. I can also ask other questions, like I can say something like list all trades that has quantity difference. If I want to see trades that are failed due to quantity difference, I can ask something like this, and it will create that list for me within Teams. So here you can see it has given me summary for all the trades where the break reason is quantity difference. So this is a quick demo that can be used by your analyst team to handle reconciliation process. Thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, do let us know and we'll be happy to help. Thank you.